The trade was right. The setup was clean, the level held, the trigger fired, and your account still got crushed. That's not an analysis problem, it's a sizing problem. Today, the math every professional swing trader uses to size positions, why the 1% rule actually works, fixed fractional versus fixed dollar risk, and the 4 sizing mistakes that wipe out otherwise good traders. Here's the only formula you need. Shares equals account dollars times risk percent divided by the per share distance from entry to stop. If your account is 50,000, you risk 1%, $500, and your stop is $2 below your entry, you buy 250 shares. Not 300 because the stock feels strong. 250 because that's what keeps you alive if you're wrong. The formula doesn't care how you feel. On a real chart, say Apple pulls back to its rising 50-day at $310, where you want to enter long. Your stop sits at the prior swing low of $304, $6 of risk per share. Account 50,000, risk 1%. $500 of risk divided by $6 per share equals 83 shares. Not the round 200 you wanted to buy. 83. Stop distance dictates size, not conviction. Here's a key distinction. Risk a percentage of the current account, not a fixed dollar amount. A fixed dollar risk works when you're up and starves your trades when you're down, exactly when you can least afford to fight back. Fixed fractional risk automatically scales. You risk less in dollar terms when you're losing and more when you're winning. The math defends you when emotions can't. Why 1% and not 5? Math. If you risk 1% per trade and have 10 losses in a row, a brutal cold streak, you're down about 9.6%. Painful but recoverable. Risk 5% per trade and the same streak puts you down 40%, which mathematically requires a 66% gain to recover. The bigger the bet, the deeper the hole, and the harder the climb. 1% is the size of bet that lets you survive being wrong. The 4 mistakes that wipe out otherwise skilled traders. 1. Doubling size after a loss to make it back, the fastest way to compound a problem. 2. Ignoring stop distance and buying a round lot anyway. 3. Risking more on high conviction trades where conviction is just emotion in a suit. 4. Not adjusting size as the account grows or shrinks, leaving you undersized in bull markets and oversized in drawdowns. Avoid these 4 and you will survive long enough to get good. So, position size equals account times 1% divided by stop distance. Fixed fractional, not fixed dollar. Don't double after losses, don't size up on conviction, recalculate after every win and loss. The math is what keeps you in the game long enough for your edge to play out. Subscribe for the full method and trade your own plan. Education, not financial advice.